Craftaholics, and if this is your first time here, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Peggy, and welcome to my studio. If you could just take a second and click on that red subscribe button, I would really appreciate it, and it would also make you one of my Craftaholics. And when the bell appears, if you click on all on the drop-down menu, YouTube should notify you every time I upload a video. And if everybody could just smash on that like button, it really does help my channel and videos get noticed by other crafters like yourself. Today's subject is chipboard, if you couldn't tell, because it's sitting right here in front of me. I keep like 8.5 by 11 and also 12 by 12 in stock in my studio. And mine, I actually got on HSN when there was like a really, really good price on it. I thought it was a good price. I think it was like 50 sheets for like $10 or something. I don't know. But it was down on like 4 or 5 payments. It was a really, really good deal. You can also buy it on Amazon, or there's a multitude of places that you can get it. But like I said, I keep 2 sizes in stock just for waste purposes, basically. I mean, if I need a piece that's like 8 by 9, I'm just going to cut out of this instead of this. I mean, to me, it just makes sense. Plus, I just like having more stuff in my studio. Sounds silly, but I don't know. I guess my craft supplies make me happy. Anyway, cutting chipboard is really, really simple. And there's a couple ways that you can do it. The first way is I'll just practice with this. I'll show you guys with this one. Not practice. What am I saying? I don't know. Let me find my craft knife. And I put it in here yesterday. And it appeared, is that it? No. Oh, there it is. Things are hiding from me. Okay. One way is to take your chipboard. And if you don't have anything with a grid on it, that's fine. You can just take a pencil, and my still Christmas pencils, and you can just draw yourself a line. Let's try from here. I'm just gonna draw a line straight across to cut. This is one way. I don't prefer to do this. Just because my hands move a lot, and sometimes I let up pressure. Let me put my eyes on. Today I have my purple, black, and white eyes. Let's see. You would just line up your ruler, and I would use a sorry guys. Wow, where'd that come from? If you said God bless you, thank you. Wow, don't know where that came from. Anyway, like I said, I don't prefer to do it this way just because my hands, I lose pressure in my hands a lot. But what you're going to do is, if you cut it this way, just take your X-Acto blade or some kind of a blade and your ruler. Like I said, I wouldn't use plastic because you have a tendency of cutting into it. I butt my knife up, and I'm not pressing. I'm not pressing hard. I'm going to do quite a few passes to get through this. And reason being is, one, you have less a chance of cutting or hurting yourself. And when you make multiple passes, you also end up 9 times out of 10, I will say, with a cleaner cut than if you just try to press down. Like I said, it takes a few passes. I broke through the bottom. Oops. My blade keeps moving. Okay. And see, you get, if you can see, it's like just a nice smooth cut at the end, on the end. Okay, now that's one way to cut it. But now you can also cut it on your paper trimmer. That I really don't advise that, just because it dulls your blade really quickly. So if you're going to use it on a paper trimmer, something like this one from Cricut, what I would advise is having 2 blades, because you can also store one underneath on the Cricut. I would have an extra blade, and I would take one and put like a black Sharpie on it to mark it for chipboard. Because again, when the blade starts to dull, your paper is going to rip. And it's just easier just to use one for chipboard and one for like paper and cardstock. But I kind of use a hybrid method. Let me show you what I mean. I'll take mine and like I'll open. No, I'm not going to open it. All right, let's see. I'm just so confused this morning. Say I'm going to cut myself off a 2-inch piece. Okay, so I'm going to line it up at the 2-inch mark. I'm going to hold this down really well. And I make a few cuts through. And this almost cuts through, but not quite. There's a little bit left. Then I put my paper trimmer aside. And I mean, you can use a ruler for this too, but the line is so deep, for me, I don't see the need. But then I go in with my knife. And again, I make a couple. This only usually takes a couple passes. Just a couple, see? And again, I've got that nice smooth edge. And I've got my piece of chipboard. Now, if you don't have chipboard or just need like a piece or two, there is another easy way. You can just take like boxes, like like for instance, from when my kids were here over Christmas, we have a Hostess cupcake box. And I just cut it open, and I'm going to actually use this for something. I think I'm going to make a journal cover out of it. But anyway, it's really, really, really flimsy, right? So you would not use this as a construction piece. But if you take a few boxes and you glue them together to a thickness that you like, you've got a good piece of chipboard. And what I would do, I would buy some kind of a good, like a Aleene's tacky glue or something that's got a nice, like a good strong bond. I wouldn't use an expensive glue. You could even use, I guess you could use Mod Podge to put it together. But what I would do is once I put the glue on, you're not going to do it all wonky, but you get the idea. I would either use something like a brayer to make sure that I'm really, really getting a good connection with the glue and the papers. Or if you don't have a brayer, I mean, I only have one because I got mine at Tuesday morning for like $4. A good old rolling pin, and just do the same thing. Just roll it out over your thing, and that'll distribute the glue, and it'll give you another good bond. So those are my tips for chipboard. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. And again, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and please click on that like button. And I will see you in 2 weeks for our next Monday tip or lesson. So, have a good one. Bye, guys.